The family of 15-year-old Tyler Johnson is holding a press conference with Crime Stoppers of Michigan. The teenager was killed back in February after being shot in the head. The suspect still on the run. Right now, Crime Stoppers is announcing a reward for information that leads to an arrest. Let's go ahead and listen in live.
Not been caught. I know I can't bring Tyler back, but I'm here today to fight for justice for Tyler. I don't understand how a sleepover with friends end up with my son being murdered and no one knows who did it. My question is, who shot Tyler? Southfield police, the prosecutors, his friends at the sleepover, Oakland County, his family, parents. They have failed me. No parent, no child, or authorities has brought any information to bring his murderer to justice. It's been going on almost 4 months now, and there's no one in custody for my son's murder. And to be quite honest, I think it's being purposely covered. I know justice is meant for all, and it should be for Tyler including. So I hope the prosecutors and the Southfield Police Department is doing everything in their power to get justice for my son. I can't sleep, I cannot eat, and my son will not rest in peace because justice has not prevailed. If you know something, say something. Speak up, Crime Stoppers. The tips are anonymous, 1-800, they're anonymous. Please, I need your help, Tyler needs your help. His family and friends need your help. We need to bring this case to justice, and thank you.
Is anyone else going to speak?
No.
Ms. Alexander, first of all, I'm so sorry about the loss of your son. Describe him for everybody that never got the chance to meet him, and the young man that those friends who were in that room knew him to be.
Okay, so Tyler was a great kid. He was funny, witty, he rapped, he played football, he played wrestling, basketball. He was good in all his sports. He was a great kid. He didn't deserve this. He should be here with us now. Yes. The kids in the room, no one is being cooperative, no one is speaking or anything. So that's why I'm here to stand on my son's behalf to get justice for Tyler.
Can you share what police are telling you? Because we were talking beforehand. We were both at the Southfield Police news briefing after your son's death. And what surprised me, at least, when I had this assignment today, is Crime Stoppers is normally, we don't know the surroundings or circumstances, but yet here was a close environment with friends. And as you allude to, though, nobody talking. What are police telling you? And it's kind of surprising that nobody's spoken up.
That's what my concerns are. No one is talking. They're not pretty much telling me anything. So I have a lot of questions and concerns because I just want to know why a close-knit party of kids, 15 to 16-year-olds, and there's no justice for Tyler. So yeah, I'm here standing on business for my son. Please, we need justice for Tyler.
Did police say anything about surveillance video being able to show if any children that were not in the initial group to spend the night came into the room?
I'm not sure. They haven't provided me any information. I'm not sure what they have gotten from the Western Hotel. I don't know.
Is it, I mean, I can't even imagine the pain that you're going through. Does it make it also frustrating when these were supposed to be his friends?
Exactly. That's what hurts the most, is that these were supposed to be his friends. And I feel like if these were friends, we shouldn't be here right now fighting for justice for Tyler. Because if I was Tyler's friend, we would have had justice for Tyler. Yeah, so, yeah, that's the problem that we're having.
Do you think parents are not talking to their children or trying to, who do you think is involved?
Please say
in
the
cover-up?
truth. Please say it.
I think parents are telling their kids not to say anything. Yeah, and so that's a problem for me. So that's why all these parents has failed me and my son. So yeah, because at the end of the day, if the shoes were on the other foot, and if my son knew something, he would be saying something, because that was a kid on the floor that was lying there. That's a kid, that's a grandson, that's a cousin, that's an uncle. Yeah, that's a godson and a godmother to people. So we need justice.
You made a comment, if I, in regard to people sitting on this, I believe, or I forgot the term you used, forgive me, but are you talking about police and the prosecutor's office as well, or maybe
I just feel as though it's just being just swept up under the rug, like forgot about, and it's not going to be forgot about, because this case is not going to go cold as long as I'm here breathing and living as Tyler's mom.
Can you backstep a little? Was this something that the kids would hang out every once in a while in a room, or how many kids were there that night? Can you give us some context?
I don't know all the kids that were present at that night, but this is normal activity for the kids. They get rooms. However, as adults, you get the room and you stay there with the kid. That's what adults are supposed to do. So that's another issue. The person who rented the room, they were talked to and let go. So it's like, this is okay for my son to be murdered and no killer has been brought to justice. This is not okay.
To your knowledge, there was one room, and how many kids that were going to stay there?
It was 5 kids in a room.
Okay.
Was it supposed to be a relative? Because I think, if I recall initially, it was supposed to be a relative of one of the kids that was supposed to rent the room.
Detectives don't give me that information. That's something that they can't share with me, so I'm left to wonder as well.
Was the gun found? Did they have the gun?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
What's the latest police have told you?
And
Meaning, are they just saying people aren't talking?
they're just
Still
basically
working
saying
it?
people are not talking. People are not talking. The kids have lawyers. The parents are not talking. And when they try to reach out to parents, they are not allowing their kids to come in to say anything. So I have a problem with that.
Are you pursuing any civil litigation against the people who rented the room and left it unsupervised, or nobody?
You have
Meaning
attorneys.
taking that avenue since
Have
the
legal.
criminal avenue is stalled?
That's what you're saying.
I have a legal attorney for that.
Do you, the person who you thought was going to be renting the room, are they talking to you?
I have not talked to anyone as far as the person renting the room. No.
Were these relationships you knew as far as the families, meaning with my kids, I know they have friends, and I know some of the parents, I don't know others, meaning were you tight with some of these families beforehand that are now kind of freezing you out?
Just took one
Or
home
did
to
you really
Atlanta.
not know them that well, or help me?
Took one to Atlanta for a birthday.
One of his friends that was amongst that party the year prior for Tyler's 15th birthday, I rented a Airbnb in Atlanta, and I stayed there, and we had a great time with the kids. Everyone made it home to their parents, safe and sound.
Got it. So you know some, but you don't necessarily know all the families, right?
Correct. Yeah, but that's what you're supposed to do.
Understand.
Stay with the kids. Mm-hmm.
And Tyler and his friends, they made their parents, including you, believe that somebody was going to be there.
Correct.
Because that's just how it.
That's how it's supposed to be. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Because if I would have known that a parent would have left, I could have came and got my son that night. Yeah. I could have definitely came and picked him up. Yeah.
One of the, a relative of the kids, a few months ago when this happened, said that a lot of the kids just kind of they're not bad kids, but they just have guns just to be having guns as like an accessory. Had you ever heard anything like that?
I haven't heard anything about that. I'm not aware of that.
You use the term murder. Do you think that somebody intended to shoot Tyler, or it was an accident? You're just covering it up now, or what?
Okay. It's definitely a murder. That's over. Accident would have been a couple days and someone would have came forward. We're almost 4 months in. It's a murder. Yeah, this is not an accident. They're not cooperating. It was a murder. My son was murdered.
Because you think somebody would have come forward if it was an accident.
Correct.
Any reason why anybody would hurt Tyler?
I don't know. Not at all. My son is a great kid. He's only 15. He's a baby. He's a baby. He's a 15-year-old. He didn't even get to celebrate his 16th birthday party. I had to have a balloon release. Yeah, he's a baby. Yeah.
To be clear, I'm sorry, you said 5 kids were going to be there that night. You don't know
I don't have any of that information. Yep.
How are the other parents being with you now? Are they not talking or?
I'm not talking, I'm just keeping within myself at this point because, again, as I feel, if anyone is here on behalf of Tyler and want justice for Tyler, justice would have been served for Tyler. So at this point, I'm standing on Tyler's mom and Tyler's behalf and my family's behalf and my friends' behalf for justice for Tyler.
Have you had a chance to speak to anyone from the prosecutor's office in addition to police?
No one has reached out to me from the prosecutor's department. When it happened, I didn't even get the phone call that morning from the Southfield Police Department that it took place. One of the parents notified me that my son was shot. Yeah, so.
Some of the teenagers who were there that night, and including even their parents and relatives, are going to be watching this, if not right now, later on today. What would you say to them about why it's so important for them to do the right thing?
As parents, you should know what's right and wrong for kids. All of you all have kids, so I know they know the importance of having a child, a mother, the love of a child. So for me, like I stated before, his friends and their parents, everyone has felt me right now. So I really don't have anything to say to anyone, quite frankly. I'm very livid, and we just need to get justice. So if you want to do anything for Tyler's mom and his family, we need justice for Tyler, and I need people to speak up and speak up now.